Hands up if you want to see a games room tour. Let's go! Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel, Bambinos. This is my house. Hello! Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to do a games room tour, and the reason I'm standing in the hallway is because some of my artwork has actually spilled now into the hallway because it's a little bit cramped in there. Okay, so I got my Godzilla, picked that up at Comic-Con, Godzilla again, and then I got some Akira themed artwork. Okay, I'll give you a quick overview then. A quick 360 pan. Okay, so there's my artwork. We'll have a closer look in a bit. There's my TVs. There's the games. You might be familiar, anyone that's subscribed to the channel or watched any of my recent videos. That's the backdrop I've normally got. Then you got my desk there. Okay, so we'll start this side then. Okay, it is a little bit cramped as you come in though. Shout out to my imaginary friend Chris. He gifted me this chair for Christmas. Not Christmas gone, the Christmas before that. It's a lovely chair. It's a rocking chair. It's a recliner. Does massages, all that shit. It's so comfortable. Okay. I'm gonna try to go quicker than I did my last year's games room tour as well. I'm gonna try and get it under an hour if I can. All right. So I won't keep you too long. That is the famous. Sorry about the lighting. That is my lucky poster, okay? My lucky Street Fighter 4 poster, framed in all its glory, okay? I've got my Street Fighter skateboard and Iori there. Sorry, buddy. Just going to flip that round. So that is going to go up on the wall. I'm just waiting to get it done, okay? So we won't go into any of my games. My DVDs and my movies. I'll give you a very quick look. So my Godzilla collection. There's my Gary Mark of the Wolves picture. Still haven't put the tail on Shin Godzilla yet. That's what's underneath him. Is the instructions on how to do it. And there's a very quick pan of my Blu-rays and DVDs. Yeah, this is only a small shelf. I haven't got the most movies. But yeah, I like it anyway. Right, so I'll just stay down here then. This is quite a new addition to the games room. That actually folds up. And what's inside there is all my retro game magazines, or the majority of them, and my comics. And I think my PlayStation 1 is in there as well. No need to have that set up because I can play my PS1 games on the PS2 and the PS3. Right, I'm a big fan, I'm a big collector of artwork. So I'll include this. So I'm just making sure the cable's okay. So I'll go through all of them. That's actually a Malibu Comic Gold Edition. I'm lucky enough to have 3 copies of that, but that's the only gold edition, special edition that I've got. There's only a limited number of them. So I thought to preserve it and enjoy it at the same time, whack it in a frame. Shin Godzilla, my boy. Bit unusual. Valkyria Chronicles. I absolutely love the graphics, the art style on that. And I bought that frame for something else. I can't remember what I bought it for. But it just fits that perfectly, so happy days. So I got some King of Fighters artwork, Street Fighter 5 artwork, my boy Godzilla, that's 1954 Godzilla, more King of Fighters and Street Fighter. That is a new edition since the last time we did my games room tour. Got that in Swansea Comic Con. That was I think it's not Lego. Yeah, the Lego figures, believe it or not. It's done up like an album cover. I thought it was so random. I got to get that in the collection. Godzilla vs. Kong. That's a Japanese poster. And I've also got a mini Godzilla there. Bison. Some Primal Rage. Same as with the Malibu comic. That Primal Rage is comic as well. So I wanted to preserve it. They're really hard to come by, they are. Show some love for the Back to the Future, Biff. N64, love the N64. Then I got Berserk, some more Street Fighter, and some more Back to the Future. My windowsill. Don't know if they're going to stay there, those pictures. I just haven't decided exactly where they're going to go. And there's my latest edition of Samurai Showdown. Collector's edition. My other skateboard is above there. So that other skateboard, as you saw on the way in, is going to live there. You can see the gap is a perfect gap for it. I really like that. Shout out Chris, he's the one that does it. Another new addition to the family is my Capcom vs SNK 2 artwork. That only went up a couple of days ago and I absolutely love it up there. And some more Godzilla. Happy days. Alright, staying with the artwork then. That is the other poster where I lucked out on Street Fighter 2, that is. I should have said Street Fighter 2, but it just says Street Fighter, but hey ho. And I got some box. That's my Victrix Pro Sagat Special Edition box with the PS5 box. The reason I've got them there is it's a random shelf and I don't know what to do with the space yet. This is kind of this part of the games room. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing with it yet, okay? So a quick pan then over. We're doing alright for time, aren't we? Over all my consoles. So as you can see, I got the PS5. Then you got my Sega Saturn, my PS3. I've only just bought these extra shelves for the Kallax, I think it's pronounced. Bought them in IKEA a week before last, or a couple of weeks ago. So a lot of my games room is ready. I'm future-proofing it. It's ready for additional consoles if and whenever I get them, okay? In case you're wondering what they're there. But what I got on there, I've got some of my Street Fighter collectible plushies with some comics, or some magazines rather. That's my PS3 with some more retro magazines on there, okay? So going back, that's my borrowed off my imaginary friend Chris. Shout out to imaginary friend Chris. That is the fully working PlayStation 3. Then, oh, sorry about the mess. That is my SNES Mini. 2 GameCubes. Why have I got 2? One is a backup. The black one is what I grew up with. My original from back in the day, and I acquired another one as a backup. Then this is a world exclusive Street Fighter Chun-Li PlayStation Slim. I absolutely love it. If anyone asks us my favourite thing in the whole games room, it is that bad boy there. Look at it. It's absolutely perfect. Shout out Chris. He did it for me. Then I've got... These are just the boxes for some of my fight sticks. But what I do... The reason they're there, okay, they're not only just filling a gap, but they're basically... When I go live, it's what I put my tripod on those boxes. So that's why they're there, okay? Then we've got my Xbox 360, my Nintendo 64, and 2 Xboxes. So that's the one. The top one is, the black one is the one that gets the use. And the crystal one is a backup. And it's the only time I've ever seen one in the wild, so I just had to buy it. And then we got the mighty Sega Master System Bambino running Mortal Kombat 2. But if you notice, this is my retro pad. That's the actual controller that I use. It's a lot tighter than the Sega Master System control pads we had back in the day. Alright, so that is... Oh, we're doing really well for time. That is a quick guide of my consoles. They're all linked up, ready to go at a moment's notice. Okay. Then over here, it's a lot lower though. This TV here is a Panasonic CRT. Yeah, it goes nice and high. But that's how we used to play them back in the day, isn't it? So I was going to get rid of the stand, the original stand it came with. Okay. But it's kind of, it adds to it. This is like my proper retro corner. I absolutely love it. It's a 28-inch TV, but it's a beast. Look at the size on it. Look at the back on it. Wow. I had a 32-inch Sony in my bedroom, and it took up half the bedroom, let me tell you. And I had a 5.1 Sony surround sound cinema kit. I was more into my movies when I was younger. Yeah, so that's my consoles. Okay. And then on to the shelves. This is the biggest change really since last year's update. Obviously I didn't even have a PS5. I think that's the only console I acquired over the past year. Okay. So again, see the fight sticks, we'll get to it. The reason I got the fight sticks on there is just to fill a gap. But basically, last year, I only just filled 2 bookcases, and I started to spill onto the third. But what I've done since last year, I've added a shelf each. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's got an extra 4 shelves on there as well. Alright. The middle shelf, you can't actually adjust the middle one. Alright. So what I've done is I put the extra shelf above that. So when I'm standing in front of my bookcase, okay, I can see, rather than having the extra shelves on the lower bit, I can still see the bottom one when I'm standing directly in front of it. And of course I don't need that extra space then when you get to the top. Alright, does that make sense? Okay, so very similar to last year, I've kind of kept in the same format. So I got PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, then PlayStation 2 there, then continuing PlayStation 2. Then we go into, I did have originally the PlayStation before the PlayStation 2, because that makes sense. But just based on the number of games I've got, and I prefer the look of this, I've gone into my PSP. Then my Vita is in there, my massive Vita collection. And then we go into the PlayStation. Overspilling, then it's Xbox 360. Xbox 360. Then we go into Xbox. And then that overspills then Xbox. My massive Nintendo Wii collection. My ginormous PC games collection. Then we've got, I'll just move them out the way. I've got some really old school Spectrum and Commodore 64 games, massive collection. Then we go into my GameCube collection, Nintendo 64, loose carts, 3DS, DS, then the mighty Master System, and then it finishes off with my Sega Saturn. Then we've got some of my manga, or a lot of my manga. Then I showed you my fight sticks. Then some more of my manga down there. Alright, so we'll have a closer look now. Again, I'm conscious of the time. I don't want to keep you all day. I will say as well, similar to last year, it might not make sense, but if you see, it is kind of an alphabetical order, but, sorry Sagat, there's my Sagat, bad boy. On the ends, I got my big boxes, okay, in case you're wondering. I didn't want to go alphabetical order. Like, for example, see that Soul Calibur 5? I do not have him halfway in the middle of the shelf. So all my big boxes are at the ends. There's like second collection as well. Alright, so check out Sagat. I'm just going to move them. Oh, what was the phrase? Someone commented. No, I was watching a video the other day. What do they call them? Gaming Guardians or something. That's what I call them, a Game Guardians. So they're protecting my my games. So we start off with my Neo Geo collection. So I got Garou Mark of the Wolves. These are PlayStation 4 games, okay? I wish they were Neo Geo. King of Fighters 2000, King of Fighters 2002, and Samurai Showdown, the Neo Geo collection. These two are just new additions to the collection, okay? Then my small but slowly growing PlayStation 5 collection. It's not that big because I've had the console now almost a year or just over a year, but I trade a lot of these games in because they hold their value. I finish them, or if they're not for me, I get them gone straight away. Okay, so we've got The Ascent. I'm currently playing through that. Really, really good game, really good fun. Underrated game. DNF Duel. Really good anime fighter. Ghost of Tsushima, everyone knows about that. This is my 30th anniversary Mortal Kombat. The movie and the game is in there, and it's a steelbook. Absolutely love that. Immortals, Phoenix Rising, it's okay. I'm probably going to end up trading that in. I keep an eye on the price, but the world is a little bit too deserted for my liking. Record of Lodoss War, I haven't played that yet. Rift Breaker, maybe I'll give that a go later on today. Awesome game, Skywalker Saga, or Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. Thoroughly enjoyed Stray, really good. That's going to be a game I keep in the collection, and it's going to be a Christmas game, so I'm going to play it every single Christmas. Cowabunga Collection and Ys 8. It was good, but I don't know, I got this issue where I struggle. Big games, especially RPGs, struggle to hold my attention. It's going to stay in the collection. I'm going to give it another go at some point. Right, okay, we're going to go a little bit quicker now then, because my PlayStation 4 is 2 and a bit shells. So I'll just give you the shout outs of my favourite games there. I'm probably going to play that soon as well, because I'm reading the Alien book. I got back into the Alien universe. Really good game. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Berserk Band of the Hawk. It's quite pricey now though, apparently. I paid less than £10 for it. And it goes for double, maybe triple that now. Awesome game. BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. That's my favourite BlazBlue game. Blade Strangers. Really good fun game. I main Isaac in it. It's like it's a 2D fighting game. And all the characters are from indie games. Really, really cool concept. Another BlazBlue game. Blade Arcus EX. You can't get this on the PlayStation Store. This is, I think it's Japan it's imported in from. Really good game. Another anime fighter. I got a bit of Call of Duty on the go. One of my favourite games that came out last year was the Capcom Fighting Collection. Absolutely outstanding. There's my King of Fighters 15 Amiga collection. There's my Injustice 2 Legendary Edition, sorry. It's got the movie on there as well. That's still sealed in there. I tell you what, I might play Cyberpunk today. It's meant to be fixed now. I'm looking for a new game. I've just finished Fallout 4, so I'm in the hunt for a new challenge, you know. Deus Ex, awesome games. There was a time in my life where they were my favourite games, my favourite franchise. It's still up there, mind. I've got Doom, Dishonored 2, Dead or Alive, awesome. Big fan of them. What a good game. That was one of the best games I played last year. No, it didn't come out last year, but I played it last year. Devil May Cry 5. Dragon Quest. Fallout 4. Shout out Fallout 4. Really good game. Haven't played that yet. Fist of the North Star. Big fan of that franchise. Guilty Gear. I got rid of Guilty Gear Strive because this game's much better in my opinion. There's my Injustice games. Yeah, Kingdom Come. I'm probably going to play that anytime soon. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I enjoyed it. I think the DLC is on sale at the moment. Oof. Mortal Kombat XL, baby. What else have we got? Anything of note? Rage 2. I enjoyed that. This is going to be a game I trade in now because I've upgraded to the Neo Geo version of it. So that's going to be going pretty soon. Shout out Arayu. I can put Sagat back as well. As I call them, my Game Guardians. Right, over here. So, sorry, Chunners. Just dip there for a sec. My Wolfenstein The New Order. Really good condition that is. Samurai Showdown, Samurai Warriors, Sakura Wars. Really good game. Strongly recommend that bad boy. Street Fighter 5. Shout out Street Fighter 5. Legend. 30th Anniversary Collection. Oh, so many good games came out on this system, isn't it? Whoops. So Soul Calibur 6, awesome, and they got the Steelbook as well. Shenmue 1 and 2, SNK Heroines, I enjoyed it. The Mighty Tekken 7, shout out to Mighty Tekken 7. This is another game, I don't think you can trade these into CX though, because it's not on their system. but I might be selling that game because, again, I've upgraded to the Neo Geo collection. Okay, King of Fighters 14, King of Fighters 15, Last of Us. Yeah, I'm not going to go into why I've only got 5. Last year I had 6 copies of Tokyo Xanadu. Awesome Game Alert, the Under Night In Birth games, really, really good games. Sorry, Chun-Li. And Like a Dragon or the Yakuza games, check them out. Right, and do one more shelf, then I'll have to go and have a little sit down, I'm afraid. So what have we got there? Blaze Blue. Shout out to Blaze Blue. Try and go a bit quicker. Hope you can see it. The game's okay. Akuma. Sorry, Akuma. Oh, Fear games, really good, underrated. First-person shooters, really, really good stuff. Oh, there's my Deus Ex Collector's Edition or Augmented Edition, Human Revolution. I had that game. It came out on my birthday one year. As if the developers knew. Right, I'm just grabbing my chair. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Ugh. I'm going to go down in the lift now. There we are. Wants to play some Mortal Kombat. Right, Soul Calibur. That is my big box Soul Calibur collection. Or Soul Calibur 5, I should say. Oh, look at this. That's a new addition to the family. Fighting edition. So it's got Tekken Tag 2, Tekken 6 and Soul Calibur 5. And yes, I own all 3 games anyway. That's really hard to find, that is. So that's me purely with my collector's hat on. One of my favourite games on the PlayStation... one of my favourite games on the PlayStation 3. GTA 5, if you've ever heard of it. Awesome game. God of War 3. Much better than the new ones. One of my favourite games of all time, King of Fighters 13. And I think SNK have just announced that... they're redoing it, or it's coming back to modern consoles. I'm very excited for that. Big fan as well of King of Fighters 12, but it's definitely overshadowed by 13. Best in the series, in my opinion. What else have we got, guys? What else have we got? Got the Mortal Kombat games. Yeah, Need for Speed, The Run. Fuck, I got 2 of them. Ninja Gaiden, I got 2 of them. Then I got Tales of Grace's F. Hitman Absolution. Sorry, Guile, I'm grabbing you by the head. This is my massive, oversized, what's this, trap drawer. Hey, trap drawer. Dead or Alive 5. It is huge. That's a beautiful collector's edition, that is. If you see that in the wild, you won't miss it. There's not many of them out there either. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. What else have we got, guys? I played most of these games there. Fuck, I think I got every version of Street Fighter 4. It is my favourite game of all time. And the version... This is the one you want. If you're going to pick one up, that's the best version. And it's on the PlayStation Store now as well. That's my go-to. But as a collector, I'm pretty sure I got every version. Soul Calibur 4. Similar to Soul Calibur 6. I've got the Steelbook and... the regular version of that. Soul Calibur 5. Obviously Soul Calibur 5 is from that big box, but just for ease of access I've got it out, you know. Into the Tekken game, Tekken Hybrid, Tekken 6. Then we've got my Tekken Tag Tournament Collector's Edition there. And down here then, so make sure the microphone's okay. What we got down here, this is the bottom shelf, so the Uncharted games. Coming to the end of my PlayStation 3 collection now. Moving on into the PS2. There's so many games on the PlayStation 2. So I got Capcom vs SNK 2, or Bloody Roar 3, to name a few. Devil May Cry, fuck, I don't know why I got 2 copies of Devil May Cry 2. I picked up Devil May Cry 3, the special edition, for something like £2. I think the seller thought it was the normal version, not the special edition. Downhill Domination, a really good game. It's a downhill racing game basically on mountain bikes. Really good fun. Then you got Final Fantasy, Fighting Fury, Fight Box. Not all the games are really good on the system. Right, going up in the lift now. Okay, Godzilla, what's happening, boy? Right, just move him out the way. So, this is the top shelf of my PS2. What have we got here? Ghost in the Shell. I need to go back to that game. I loved it, but I couldn't get off the first fucking level. I didn't know what I was doing, I'm not going to lie. Godzilla Save the Earth. Awesome game. The Guilty Gear. There's quite a few Guilty Gear games came out on the PS2. There's some of them. Gunbird. That's a really good shmup, that is. Don't know if you've heard of that. Definitely recommend. Very arcadey. Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer. Cost me something like 50p, but I was so excited when I saw it in the shop. It just took me years to find it. Kessin. I love the fact that Kessin's one of the only PlayStation 2 games that has any artwork on the side. I don't know if it was a rule or something that they weren't supposed to, but yeah, they got away with it. So I got Kessin 1, 2, and 3. King of Fighters. Check out all the King of Fighters games that came out on the PlayStation 2. So you had 2000. I'll try and do it through the camera. 2002, one of my favourites. 2003, awesome. Maximum Impact 2. Neo Wave 11, and my favourite, one of my best things in my collection from as a game is the Orochi Saga, and it's my favourite because this is sealed, boys and girls, grannies and aunts. I play it. My go-to is I've got it on the PlayStation Store. What else have we got? Sorry, check out Kotal Khan. Oh yeah. Oh, he's got blood on his sword. Oh no. What else have we got? Mega Man X8, the Metal Gear games, Metal Slug 3. Love Metal Slug in this house. I'm just going to put Godzilla back. Hello, Mech Godzilla. There's a hell of a weight on him. Right, so what else have we got? Oh, the Mortal Kombat games. What are we doing for time? It's still under half. We're doing alright. Probably the best game on this shelf, or one of, is Neo Geo Battle Coliseum. What an amazing game. Well, that's a game they need to remake or revisit, let's say. Awesome game that is. Outrun. What else stands out? That's a very, not cheap, but it's a mid-priced game, let's say. If you see that, definitely worth picking that up. R-Type Final. They're not easy games, mind, but yeah, really good fun. Oh, Samurai Showdown 5. Shout out Samurai Showdown 5. What else have we got? Oh, this is what I would call is a blind buy, and it's an absolute hidden gem. It's not expensive, or what? I only bought it within the last year. Guys, look at that. It's a PlayStation 2 graphics. It's absolutely stunning. And I'd never heard of it. I just looked into it because I liked the look of the cover. I ordered that on CEX. I was ordering something, and don't know, it says at the bottom like similar games. So I clicked on it, and I was like, oh, fighting game. And it was something like £5 or £6. And I tell you what, it's like an 8 out of 10 game. Sorry, Noob. Check out Noob. What else have we got? Oh, Soul Calibur 2. Shout out Soul Calibur 2. Another good game from the collection is this. Arcade Classics. Now, I've got, okay, when I play that, I play it on my Neo Geo stick that I've got. I'll show you that a bit better later. So it says that's as close to as I'm ever going to get to playing or owning a Neo Geo. So I literally, I feel like I own a Neo Geo. But check out some of these games. Art of Fighting, Fatal Fury, King of Monsters, Metal Slug, Sam Show, King of Fighters 94, and there's more games as well. Alright, Magician Lord is on there as well. Those games, if you wanted to buy them actually for the Neo Geo, it's not hundreds, you're talking thousands of pounds, okay? And buy that, invest in the Neo Geo PS2 arcade stick, and you're good to go. There's some of my Star Wars games, and then you got Street Fighter EX3, the Alpha Anthology as well. Let's put these back, trying to keep it tidy as we go. Admiral Akbar, it's a trap! Blah, 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 blah. Sorry. What else have we got? Sword of the Samurai. That's alright, mind. Oh, Tekken Tag, Tekken 4, Tekken 5. Tekken Tag was a launch title. Have you seen how good the graphics are? Top Gun, I haven't played that yet. Virtua Fighter 4. It's not an expensive game, but the reason I've got 2 is when I got back into retro collecting, I forgot that I already had it, or I didn't know, rather. I already had it. It was in a storage box in my mother's garage, and when I bought my house, my mother goes, "Oh, I think these boxes are yours as well." So I opened them up, and there was loads of really good games in there. Way of the Samurai 2. Wipeout, yeah, I got 2, exactly the same thing with Wipeout and Fusion. Forgot I had it, or didn't realise I had it. Saw it. They're not expensive games, so I don't mind that I've double dipped on that. Okay, moving on into the PSP. So there's my PSP. I got a loose cart, which is Need for Speed's Carbon Own Thy City. So what have I got? The reason I bought that is because this is the game. Darkstalkers Chronicles, the Chaos Tower. Perfect game, handheld game that is. That was about £8, and that didn't cost me much more actually. But that was the whole reason I wanted to get another one. I had one when they first came out back in the day, but that game is the reason I went back to it. Guilty Gear Judgment. We've got Soul Calibur Broken Destiny. That's what this is. I'd like the collector's edition. That's the soundtrack it's an artwork book with the soundtrack in there. Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max, really good game. And Tekken Dark Resurrection. But my favourite Tekken game on there is Tekken 6. So I'm just grabbing my chair again. Sorry guys. Yeah, so Tekken 6 and Ultimate Ghouls and Ghosts, or Ghosts and Goblins rather. Another good game. That is my entire Vita collection. Okay, they were so expensive. I bought the Vita. I had a really good deal on the Vita, but I didn't realize how expensive the games were. So I normally trade in games when I'm buying one of these. But it's worth it just for this game. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It looks and plays stunning on there. Okay. Now, let's check out the PlayStation collection, shall we? So, I got a lot of the big hitters that I want. It's not a finished collection by any means. Okay. The only only games collection in my collection that I would say I'm pretty sure I've got every game I'd want is the GameCube. We'll get to the GameCube. It's not a big collection, but as far as all the big hitters, I think I've got them all. Alright, so getting back to the PlayStation, so you've got Battle Arena Toshinden 1, 2, 3, and Toshinden 4. Capcom vs SNK Pro, really like that game. Darkstalkers 3, Dead or Alive, you got Doom, Guilty Gear. And the thing with these games, this is like the last of the big manuals, wasn't it? These games. What else have we got? Kiss Pinball, why not? Here's a big hitter from the collection. Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter is CIB. Motor Racer 2, sorry. That game is my childhood. I got really good at this game, if I do say so myself. I loved that game. I borrowed it off my cousin, and I'd make every excuse under the sun not to give it back to him. He's like, "Oh, have you got it?" I said, "Oh, I can't find it." It's in my PlayStation. Yeah, you had the Mortal Kombat. So I got Mortal Kombat 3. Love this case. It's like the cardboard case. It is hard to find a half decent copy though, without the edges go all white and worn, just because they get knocked about in storage, don't they? I've also got Mortal Kombat Trilogy. That's not complete in box. There's my Vita, in case you were wondering. What else have we got? Sorry, I'm looking and not looking through the camera. I do apologise. Star Gladiator, Star Wars Masters of Teräs Käsi. Then you got Street Fighter Collection 2. I want Street Fighter Collection 1. You got EX and EX2. Then you got the last then. Sorry, Jago. You got Street Fighter Alpha 3, Soul Blade. Oh, what a good game. Soul Blade. And then you got Tekken 1, 2, and the absolute masterpiece, Tekken 3. All bow down to the king of the 3D fighters. Right, moving on to my Xbox 360 collection. How are we doing for time? 35 minutes. We're doing much better than I thought we would. What have we got that stands out there? This is one of the newer consoles. I've owned, I think 4, maybe 5 Xbox 360s in my lifetime. But this was a gift off my brother a couple of years ago. So I haven't got the biggest collection, but now's the time to collect for the Xbox 360. Okay, like Bayonetta comes to mind. Brutal Legend, another great game. It's got the BlazBlue games, Capcom Digital Collection. Really good. I wonder what game... well, it's 2 games on there. You had Super Street Fighter 2, the HD remix, and Puzzle Fighter 2 in there as well. But the graphics on... I don't know. Oh, you can see Puzzle Fighter. But the graphics on Street Fighter... Oh, so good. Dead or Alive 4. Love the Dead or Alive games. Dead or Alive 5. What else? Fable 1, 2, and 3. Then you got the Guilty Gear games. Sorry, Akuma. So you got Guilty Gear 2 and 3. And then I think I've got Judgment. I thoroughly enjoyed Judgment. I think I played that within the last 6 months. Halo. That is my favourite version of Halo. That's the HD remaster. Then you got Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo 4, and Halo Reach, and Halo Wars. Totally did not realise how good a game that was. I missed out there. Mass Effect games, 1, 2, and 3. What else have we got? Reason I got 2 Quake 4s. I knew I had one when I bought the second copy, but only one of them's got the extra bonus disc in there, where it's got Quake 2 is in there as well. Okay, that's why I've got 2 copies of Quake 4. Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Oh, awesome game. Or maybe I'm being a bit generous. Samurai Showdown Sen. I love it. I don't know if I class it as awesome. It's not in my top 3 Samurai Showdown games, but I like it. It's considered the dud in the franchise. Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Soul Calibur 4. Obviously, you can play as Yoda in that version. Really good fun. Awesome game is Splinter Cell Conviction. Now, I am Mr. Easy Mode. I like give me easy mode any day of the week. But Splinter Cell Conviction. Let me put my teeth in. That's a game I can finish on hard mode. It's the only game, I think. I don't know if I'd struggle now, but back in the day I played it to death. I just needed that extra challenge, you know. Right, moving on into my Xbox collection. I was so happy when I found this. Dead or Alive Ultimate. So it's got... excuse me. It's got both games on there. I think it's 1 and 2. And then I got Dead or Alive 3, Deus Ex. So many good games on this system. Capcom vs SNK 2, Capcom Fighting Jam. Awesome. You can get to play as the dinosaur Hauser. Really good. What else stands out? Yeah, you got Halo 1 and 2, Hitman Contracts, Jade Empire, Max Payne 1 and 2. The reason I got 2 Men of Valor is, well, look at the condition on the one on the left. So I saw it for 50p in much better condition, so I thought, yeah, you're coming home with me. Mortal Kombat, one of the best games on the Xbox, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That's my, in case you're wondering, that's my... I know unbox him on a video, I think. My Mitsurugi, really, really cool. He deserves to be out of the box, doesn't he? Right, that's my second shelving unit. Sorry, I'm getting caught up with all the cables here. Right, I'm just getting myself sorted here. So, moving into my... Let's move them out of the way. the rest of my Xbox, okay? So yeah, you had the Oddworld games, Panzer Dragoon, that's quite a new game to the collection. Project Gotham Racing, 2 copies of Project Snowblind, whoops. Haven't played Second Sight yet. This was my go-to for Street Fighter 3 before the Capcom Fighting Collection. No, the Anniversary Collection on the PS4 came out. That's what I was my go-to, and that's got the movie on there as well. So if you see that, that's around £8, I think. I think I paid £8. That was the last game I bought physically before lockdown. I saw it in my local CX, and I thought, fucking happy days. Really good. This is the best collection, or best console for Star Wars games. You had Battlefront 1 and 2, Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, Star Wars Republic Commando, Star Wars Jedi Knight Academy, the Obi-Wan. Yes, I like the Obi-Wan game. Yeah, look at all those games on one console. The first ever Soul Calibur game I played with Spawn is Soul Calibur 2. SVC Chaos is the best looking, best Street Fighter character the characters have ever looked. But it's a fucking really hard game. I suck at that game. And that's pretty much my Xbox collection. My Nintendo Wii is a massive collection. We've got Wii Play. I think that is just something I had kept from back in the day. But then I will get to and see. I don't own a Nintendo Wii, so I got Guilty Gear, Core, Soul Calibur Legends, and Taskenoko versus Capcom Ultimate All-Stars. So I'm good to go. When I see one for a good price, I'm going to pick it up. The only game I own, PC game, I think it's the only PC game I ever bought as well. I bought that when I moved to Spain. I moved to Spain a couple of years, 2012. It's more than a couple of years ago, 11 years ago. I took my laptop and I thought, I naively thought I might want to be gaming when I was out there. I was just too busy going out and getting up to all sorts. Yeah, so there's some other bits and bobs. Right, into the GameCube now. So, like I said earlier on, it's not the biggest, it's just that. But every game that I'm aware of, maybe Chibi Robo, but that's an expensive game. I don't know. If I see it for the right price, this time last year I would have said Ikaruga, but I've got Ikaruga now. So, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is my Wind Waker Zelda. It's in the special cardboard case. The normal game is in there, but I've never seen this version out there before. It looks absolutely stunning, doesn't it? I got Twilight Princess, one of my favourite GameCube games, probably my second favourite GameCube game of all time, Skies Arcadia Legends. That's almost doubled in price since I bought that. Again, this has got a shout out for the best Star Wars games. So Bounty Hunter, Rogue Leader, and Rebel Strike. Yes, I said it. This wasn't a very popular game. I loved it back in the day. Soul Calibur 2, obviously you get to play as Link. What else? Awesome, one of my favourite racing games of all time. This is definitely my favourite Mario Kart game of all time. Godzilla, he's in the wrong place, doesn't matter. This is my favourite GameCube game of all time, and it's one of my favourite games of all time. There it is. Ikaruga! Look how good a condition that is. It is complete in box as well, boys and girls, grannies and aunts. And Metroid Prime. Yeah, I'm happy with my collection of GameCube games. That Metroid Prime is one of the original games I kept from back in the day as well. My Nintendo 64, so 1, 2, 3, 4, all 4 of them, apart from Killer Instinct, are my original games I had from back in the day. I didn't buy them brand new. The only game I bought brand new was Turok 2, if I remember right. So I don't know what I've done with it. Maybe I traded it in or something, but that box was absolutely mint. Then you got my loose carts. So this is Turok 2, GoldenEye, Fighter's Destiny, and NASCAR. And then you got some random Super Nintendo games. So we've got Donkey Kong Country, FIFA, and NBA Jam, baby. We've got into the 3DS. Hope the lighting is okay. So what have we got here? Castlevania Mirrors of Fate, awesome game. Dead or Alive Dimensions, awesome game. That's my VHS. Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. How cool is that? So again, we go through nice and quick. What else stands out there? So that's sealed, that is. I got no excuse why I haven't opened that yet. So totally on me. I really enjoyed that. Project X Zone. It's a mashup between Capcom and Namco, or Bandai Namco. It's not a fighting game, unfortunately, but yeah, really good. What they call it, like Fire Emblem kind of style game, you know. What else? Awesome Game Alert. So you got Street Fighter 4, Awesome Game Alert, Tekken, Awesome Game Alert, Tetris, and that is my 3DS collection. Now, I've only within the last year been collecting for the DS. Okay, so that is pretty much my DS collection there. Okay. Best games. I really do like this version of Ultimate Mortal Kombat. That's my favourite Mega Man game. Mega Man ZX. Ninja Gaiden's pretty cool. Thundercats. I really enjoyed Thundercats. Right, I'm just going to get my seat again, and we're going to have a look at the Sega Master System. Sorry, I'm scooching over. Oh, I love my Master System. I think 7 of these games were my originals from back in the day. So Alien 3, Alien Storm, Asterix, California Games. Ghouls and Ghosts was one of my original games from back in the day. Indiana Jones, unfortunately, was one of the games from back in the day. That was my first ever physical game. Moonwalker, one of my originals. Love the Mortal Kombat. Definitely love Mortal Kombat 2. That's just playing on the Master System in the background. Pit Fighter, they should call it Shit Fighter. Then coming down, sorry Hamaru, really good game is Robocop vs Terminator. Then you got Sonic 1, 2 and Sonic Chaos. They were the original games I had from back in the day. Terminator, another really good game. And Tasmania, that's one of my original games from back in the day. Now, I'm not sure how to display this, or how to put it. So it's just, he just lives on my shelf there for now, okay? Oh, there's my only Master System loose cart, Space Gun. Speaking of the gun, my massive Mega Drive collection is, I got Primal Rage, because it's Primal Rage. We love Primal Rage in this house. I've got it on the Saturn as well. So some of these are in the original, or the sellers put them in these plastic sleeve things to protect them. So I just keep them in there, okay? So you've got Battle Arena to Shinden. Is it the remix? Yeah, remix. Love that game. Daytona, you've got to have Daytona USA in your collection. Golden Axe the Duel. Oh, there's so many good games on this system. Fighters Megamix. Yes, that's the game where you can fight as a car from Daytona. Fighting Vipers. I'm starting to see that quite a lot. A lot of places. I don't know how much it goes for. Last Bronx. So many good games. Another one, Primal Rage. I love that artwork on the front there. Sega Rally. Street Fighter Alpha 2. I wouldn't say my favourite, but this was a holy grail for me, is Street Fighter, the movie, the game. Okay? I think I had to be around when it first came out to appreciate how good this game is. I wouldn't say it's so bad it's good, because I think it actually is a good game. It's not as good as like the Alpha series, mind. Virtua Fighter 1, Virtua Fighter 2. Shout out to Virtua Fighter 1, Virtua Fighter 2. We love you on this channel. And another big hitter, X-Men Children of the Atom. And that's probably the best condition game I've got in my Saturn collection. Oh, and in case you're wondering what's here, this is 2 loose games, but they got the manual. So I got Rayman, and I got Mortal Kombat, or Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. So I need to acquire from somewhere a case for these games. It's not the end of the world, but the discs and stuff are in really cool condition, you know. Right, that was all my games, guys. So we'll try, I got 10. I'll struggle to do it in 10 minutes. But we'll keep trying, okay? This is my, basically my manga collection. So you've got my Berserk. I've read volumes 1 to 5. Look how big they are, like 500-600 pages each. I've got 6 and 7 to get through.
I'll probably, maybe tonight, get back into 6 because I'm not reading the Neverending Story. I finished with that book. So yeah, I'll probably have a little gander at that. So you've got volume 6 and 7 to read. Then we've got, surprise, surprise, you've got Street Fighter. That's an encyclopedia. That kind of is as well. But then these are the legends, so more of a manga. Then I've got some artwork, Street Fighter Cross Tekken artwork, Capcom artwork pieces. The majority is Darkstalkers and Street Fighter, so happy. And then the bottom shelf, I've got volumes 1 to 3 of... Sorry, just make sure the microphone's okay. Volumes 1 to 3 of Young Ladies Don't Play Fighting Games. I think we're up to volume 4 now in the UK, so I need to keep an eye, see if I can grab that from somewhere. Got the complete collection of The King of Fighters, volumes 1 to 6. Really good fun. One Punch Man, volumes 1 to 5. High Score Girl, I think they're up to volume 10. I got volumes 1 to 8. Absolutely love reading those. Street Fighter Gaiden, there was only 2 in the series, so I got both of them. Street Fighter Alpha 1, I can't afford 2. 1 is about £10 and 2 is about £50. Then I've got the Legends, the paperback versions of the ones I showed you there. They're the hardback versions, but I got the paperback of those ones. The Way of the House Husband, volume 1. I bought that, then I realised it was on Netflix, so I just watched it on Netflix. Then I got Daigo the Beast, volumes 1 and 2. I know volume 3, maybe volume 4 is out now. Just in case you're wondering, that's my Bitmap Books collectors or special edition that they sent me. Shout out Bitmap Books. What have we got here? Oh, that's Kick-Ass. And this is a really good book. I think this was Amazon. A compendium of Sega Master System games. Really good. It hasn't got every single game in there though, unfortunately. But it's like a quick write-up and a quick review, basically, of all the games. Right, last shelf, guys. We're nearly there. I suppose before we get to my last one, just while I'm remembering, I'll just do the top. So I've got some King of Fighters artwork. That is what I bought. I had that I bought it for myself on my birthday last July, and I built it on YouTube. You know, I did a couple of episodes. That's my Jensen from Deus Ex, more King of Fighters, Street Fighter Alpha, Chun-Li in pink, Killzone 3 Collector's Edition. The helmet that comes off, and there's an art book and a sealed steelbook in there. Then just some of my boxed Funkos, Super Mario, then you got Rainbow Mika. I'll show you what that is in a sec, and then you got Scorpion. So this top half is my controllers or my fight sticks, okay? So up here is my Akuma special. I'll bring him down here, okay? Yeah, so he's boxed. It's a really nice control pad, okay? Now these are getting pretty collectible. It's celebrated. There's a limited amount of them, but it was for the 15th anniversary. You can get a Ryu, a Ken, a Chun-Li is the one I want. I really want. I'm watching a couple on eBay, but they're a tiny bit on the pricey side. Right, into my weapons of choice then. This is, I'm borrowing this. This is a Hori stick for the Xbox 360. My imaginary friend Chris, shout out my imaginary friend Chris. He's lending that to me. Then we've got, this is actually, that's how I used to play my fighting games on my Xbox 360. It's very similar. It's a slightly improved version of the Sega Saturn control pad, if I'm being honest. That's my latest fight stick for the Sega Saturn. Can you hear how loud that is? Oh, it's so funny. It's so satisfying when you got a clicker, but then when you go to that, but yeah, it does the job, you know. This is for the PS3. This was not blind buy, an accidental buy. I saw it in the window in CEX in Swansea. I didn't go in there for that, but it was starting to yellow because I had it right in the window, and the sun was just ruining it, so I took it home with me. It's like I know when you adopt a puppy, so it's the same thing, but I adopted a fight stick. This is my Garou Mark of the Wolves stick. It's a Neo Geo replica stick, but they modded it, so the Neo Geo would have had just the 4 buttons, but they added it obviously because the PlayStation 2 had more buttons. It's absolutely mint when I bought it. The box is flawless as well. The only thing is, because it's such a thin, like if you compare, look how thick that stick is compared to that one, it ruins my shoulder. I've got to put like a pillow or a cushion or something on my lap. It's too, I don't know, it's very uncomfortable to play for long periods of time. This is my GameCube fight stick. Again, it's a Hori. Shout out Hori. This is my Hori Rap Hayabusa, I should say. This is a 10 out of 10 stick for me, this is. I absolutely love this stick. It looks absolutely stunning. I wouldn't change anything about it, I'm not going to lie. My Victrix Pro. This is the most expensive stick. These aren't cheap. These are limited to, I think, 250 in the world. I've gone for the Sagat special edition. This is top of the range. Even the sides, they light up and you can change the colour of the neon lights and stuff like that. So, wow. There's Fulgo. He's my, what they call it, gaming guardian. I'm just going to take a quick seat, guys. This is more, it's a very good looking stick. It's got it's not a ball top. It's got a bat. That's what they call these. This is, I wouldn't say junk. I like it, okay, but I prefer, it's more of a showpiece, I suppose. Yeah, it's hard when you get used to the latest technology. Going back to something like this, it is an absolute beast as well. But what's unique about this one is the cable splits, and you can play this on the Xbox and the PlayStation 2. Okay, it's very, very clever. So I absolutely love it. Again, it is the Street Fighter 15th anniversary edition, so it is legit. There's one of my favourite books in my collection. It's the King of Fighters from Bitmap Books. The best manga ever written is Akira, then closely followed by Berserk, in my opinion. But yeah, Akira, I got the complete collection, 1 to 6. Blame, Godzilla, Watchmen. I got some King of Fighters. This, 2003. My Samurai Showdown artwork. That's the artwork, and it's the 2019. When I bought it, I pre-ordered that. I thought it was of the whole series or the whole franchise, but no, it's a nice surprise, you know. It's just the latest King of Fighters. Then you've got the art of Tekken, and that's, do you know when you unlock, you've probably all played Tekken 7, when you unlock all the artwork and stuff on Tekken 7, it's basically like all that stuff in a book, so it's perfect. Then you got some Guinness Book of Records, the gamer editions. I got my strategy guide, so Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Fable 3, Soul Calibur 4, and some other ones. Then I got some like Art of Godzilla. What's that? Street Fighter 25th Anniversary Special Edition book. And that is pretty much it. Oh, I don't know if I showed you this artwork. So I'm just trying not to get caught up in the cables. Again, I don't know if I can show you. That's probably better. Some more Street Fighter artwork. I'm really happy with that. I bought that direct off the artist as well. And we got my boy Guile, or Van Damme. And then my desk, okay? So the desk is always, you know, this is how it always looks. I'm not gonna lie. It's always got bits and bobs on the go. I've always got like a book, art book or something. So I got Godzilla. I got some Akira on the go. It really relaxes me just by looking at, you know, I'll just open it up and just have a read or look at some of the pictures, you know. And this is pretty much where I sit. I'm sitting like right there. So the chair's over a bit. So this is my gaming chair, my Razer, I don't know what it's called, but it's got the lumbar support thing. It's a really cool chair, that is really comfortable. But that is my gaming chair, that's my go-to. I can sit in that all day. After a couple of hours on this, it's not quite as comfortable. So it's not a bad Player 2 chair. But yeah, you got my ring light, so I put the phone on there, or the camera goes there, and that's pretty much where I sit. So that's what you guys are used to seeing in the background. So one more quick loop. Hope I haven't missed anything out. This is my happy place. I always wanted a games room, and when I was looking at houses, I remember the woman said, "Oh, this is the master bedroom." I said, "Oh, great." She goes, "Yeah, you can have the bed there." I said, "No, this is going to be the games room." I think she thought I was joking, but nearly 2 years later, here we are. And the unique thing with games rooms, right? They're never finished, are they? They're always evolving. This has changed a lot in the last 12 months, okay? And like making these videos is as much for me as it is for sharing you guys. It's kind of cataloguing where I'm at with my games room. So I really enjoy watching last year's, and I'll enjoy watching this year's, and hopefully next year's, so on and so on, you know. I would like to change the carpet up. It's an alright carpet, but that's a major job. Basically everything will have to come out to put, like, I want like wooden floor, laminate floor down or something like that. But other than that, yeah, it's getting there, you know. It's not, like I said, it's not complete, but yeah, I love it. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of it. Yeah, hope you have a good weekend. Love you. Bye.